तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगम् लभते पौर्वदेहिकम् यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धौ कुरु नन्दन. Tatra, in that birth, in that household, wherever they are born, what happens? They don't have to begin from the scratch. It's not that again back to square one. Now again start what? Karma yoga. Then with that chitta shuddhi. Then after that slowly go. Then go to a guru. Then listen to the knowledge. Then reflect upon it. And then after that you are fit for meditation. Then find a spot. Then put your asana. Sit down. Sleep a few times. Then slowly learn not to sleep. Then few times mind will wander. Then bring it back. All this again I have to do. Don't worry. No need to do again. Then what will happen? Buddhi sanyogam paurvadehikam buddhi sanyogam labhate. In those households wherever that seeker has been born, in that birth itself, they get connected to the point where they have left the previous journey. They get connected and continue from there only. No need to start from beginning. It is like some places, uh, from one school to another or one college to another, where there is a transfer. If the previous college or school is not recognized by the other next one, then you have to start from beginning, or you have to repeat at least 1 year. But if it is recognized, then straight away you finished first year, then second year admission you will get directly, because we recognize that our education is same, so we will take. So this is intergalactic recognition. It is not just one university to another. It is full, complete recognition. You've done this sadhana before, right? Yeah. So little bit if you have to, just brush up and then come. Start. Straight away. Nothing extra to be done. So paurvadehikam tam buddhi sanyogam labhate. He is reconnected to whatever he has done in the past. And this is nothing new for us. Every night we sleep, we get completely disconnected with all our conscious experiences. And then when we wake up in the morning, what happens? The previous day's thing gets connected, and then we continue from there. It is not that again I have to start. Who am I? How did I grow so big? Hmm? You don't have to start. There was a movie, uh, 51st Dates. 51st Dates. Very interesting movie. And there they show like a case of forgetfulness. So this main heroine is there. She forgets after every day. The next day she thinks that she's in the same day. So she is repeating that same day for years together. So this man somehow has the first date with her 50 times, and then in that he tries to remind her of who she is and all those kinds of things. But in that movie, there is also many others. Like only when we look at it relatively will we understand such a thing is possible. Because in that movie, this lady is remembering one full day. Then when she sleeps and next day she wakes up, it is a fresh start for her again. In that they show some patient was there. He has a memory of 10 seconds. Then he repeats it. So 10 seconds he'll come and introduce himself. Hello, I am John. What is your name? Finish, 10 seconds over, again. Hello, I am John. What is your name? Now the cycle is going on 10 seconds. Now here the cycle is 1 day. Here, so which means what? There is that connection is not there. Whereas for us, every single day, no, We are connected to the previous day's thing. What we are taking for granted, people have disease where they don't have that connection within this lifetime itself. And as far as sadhana is concerned, Bhagavan is giving the guarantee that even across lifetimes you will get that connect. Paurvadehikam buddhi sanyogam. Sanyogam, connection with the buddhi of the past life you will get. It does not mean I will remember who I was, what I was, where I was. Not that part. The sadhana part, my evolution with respect to the spiritual path, that I will get connected to and I will continue. And that is why we feel, we find in this world so many children only exhibiting different levels of spiritual progress or inclination or depth. We find, where does this come from? Aurva Dehikam. Even in this lifetime also, sometimes what we observe is, and we may have even gone through this, that we find that somebody is you know quite regularly attending these classes and doing some sadhana and all these things, and suddenly for 2 years disappeared. Where are they? Completely cut off from all spiritual practices, something. So may we also may have experienced something like that. Complete that gap period. No connection, nothing, completely cut off. Then suddenly we get back, and get back not from the beginning. Then we continue from where we are. Suddenly came in, and then the lost connection is re-established, and then I am continuing from. So Bhagavan is saying that will definitely happen, and therefore such a person, they have to only continue with their journey. So he's saying Purvabhyasena tenaiva hriyate yamashopi saha जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते. पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव. So how is it possible that I will get connected to that? I will be led there. He's saying that, like in this birth also, the question that Arjuna's question was, what was Arjuna's question? That he is trying to do sadhana, but still his mind is not completely there, and it is sometimes wandering and all. And before he could reach, the body has been dropped. And then he goes to some heaven or somewhere, he finishes off all these things. How did he go to heaven to finish off all that? His karma only took him. And then after finishing that, then now he is again free. Then what will happen? This sadhana will bring him back and make him continue. So that is what is meant by saying nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Means that nothing is going to go waste. No sadhana is going waste. Because even if we find that there is a break and there is some kind of finishing off of some karmas need to be done. How does that happen? That happens with the strength of the karma. That the karma only leads us to that destination, makes us go through certain experiences, and then brings us back. But what will bring us back? Like the karma took us, the sadhana will bring us back. That is what it means. Hriyate. Hriyate means is pulled back. Avashaha apisaha means he doesn't, even if he is not cooperating, still he will be brought back to this path. Even if he is not aware of it, even if he is not consciously doing it, he will be brought back because on the strength of the sadhana he has performed earlier. It will happen. So this, who will give such kind of an assurance other than Bhagavan? That is why Arjun said that other than you, I don't see anyone else who can clarify this doubt and explain to me. So that is why I want you to do it. So here Bhagavan is saying that because of Purva Abhyasa, Abhyasena tu bhaunteya vairagyena cha kriyate. This abhyasa, whatever sadhana has been done, whatever practices have been done, that only will bring us back on track. So tomorrow morning, what will ensure that I sit down and do japa? Till today, if I have done japa, then tomorrow morning that practice will pull me from on time to do japa. Like how we are pulled to the dining table. It is practice. Every day at this time I eat. No, at that time, even if I am not paying attention, I am somewhere else, I am doing something. Suddenly, dang, 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 bell rings inside. I say, no, time to go. Avashopi saha kriyate. One is pulled. I say, no, I have to eat. So similarly, the sadhana purvabhyasa, earlier the practice that I have done, he brings and he's saying jignasurapi yogasya shabda brahmati vartate. Even if somebody is in that cycle of karma and its result, like based on my merits I have gone to heavens, so I am in that cycle of action and its result, which is given in the Veda. So that is here called as Shabda Brahma. Shabda Brahma means the Veda, portion of Veda which is talking about the karma and its result, that you do this, you will go there, you will do this. So all that, although they are there, but if earlier somebody has even shown an inclination or interest towards this path and started off baby steps also, such a person also will be snatched away from that cycle and brought to this path with the strength of this sadhana. So then here Shankaracharya says, even a person who has just a mere inclination is brought back. What to talk of a practitioner? What to talk of a person who is a student of this path, who has listened, reflected upon, understood, and walked this path? What to talk of such a person? Even a person who is just mere inclination or interest, such a person also is brought to this path, brought back to this path. Which means all these different efforts that I am putting, Bhagavan is saying nothing is going to go waste. And I am not this yoga brashta. No, I was born and all, and then now slowly I am getting into all this and I am studying this and all. So, but then what is the message for us? That I should keep walking this path now and consistently, regularly do my sadhana. Why? Because by chance I don't achieve it in this lifetime. Nobody, no scripture has given a guarantee that next also will be human life. We don't know, because where we will go based on our karma, we might be taken to, and it is not necessary Swarga. Here Shankaracharya is very clearly said that in between portion, although Bhagavan has very nicely said Swarga, because if you have started on this path, then generally you will not be doing any wrong actions. But if in the past, before that, you have done something wrong, so that washing machine effect also will be there. We will be cleansed also in a place called hell. So there also we have to go. And descriptions are scary. Garuda Purana and all. Very, vessel full of boiling oil. And then one smaller vessel. The boiling oil is on the stove. Nearby there is another big, huge vessel full of besan. What is besan? Chickpea flour. Then all these people who have done wrong deeds, they are picked up from the feet and then put in that basin and then fried and then put some salt and chili and everything on top of it. But nobody will eat. You have to be there on that plate. and after some time we will remove, then it's fresh another, depending on our intensity of our cleansing that is required. This is not there in Garuda Purana. This is my imagination. Hmm. But the point is, otherwise we will start writing. अच्छा ऐसा Garuda Purana गाय छाप बेसन यूज करते हैं क्या उधर? Anyway, so whether it is good karma, bad karma, whatever in the past has been there, which we have to just settle, all that settlement may be done in between. But this sadhana will bring us back, pull us back, and bring us back to track. And we have to have that faith and that patience that it we will be brought back. So we have to keep trying. Because sometimes what happens is, why is it not working? What is happening? We have to keep doing it. That's all. For us, what is the message? Keep doing it. Then our progress also will happen. And that is what Bhagavan is here saying. प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेक जन्म संसिद्धः ततो याति परां गतिम्. Prayatnad yatamanastu. Therefore, a person who is constantly putting in effort, working very hard, because this effort is generally going against the flow, because the flow usually is downwards towards the objects, pleasures, and all those kinds of things. So to withdraw the mind back and establish, it is against the flow. Usually the flow is outwards. So to bring it back, it is not easy. Prayatna, lot of effort is needed. We have to keep doing it. But the one who keeps trying and keeps, applying oneself on this path, such a person, what happens? Samshuddha kilbishaha. He gets more and more purified. The purification of mind takes place. Aneka janma samsiddha tato yati parang. And this process of purification, Bhagavan is saying, can take not just days, not just months, not years, but lifetimes. Aneka janma samsiddha. It can happen. We don't know how long it is going to take. But it is up to us that how much we are able to be regular, sincere, deeper in our self application. So, when we keep doing this, prayatna adyatamanas, samshuddha kilbisha, aneka janma samsiddha, many lifetimes, little, as though he collects little more sadhana, little more sadhana, little more sadhana. And then eventually, tataha, thereafter, yati parangatim yati. He goes to the supreme attainment, supreme state he attains. So this, now it is very interesting that this purification and preparation takes a long time. It may take lifetimes also. But that attainment is just instant. So all the time that is required is only in our preparation and purification. So all the sadhana is towards that only. And that is why Bhagavan again and again in the Gita has advised karma yoga, karma yoga, karma yoga. Why? Because when we perform karma yoga, it purifies our mind. That purification is what we need to keep working on. That only takes time. Otherwise, the knowledge, once it happens, oh, there's nothing, no time. That. So, such a person, yati parangatin, attains the supreme state, beyond which there is nothing more to attain. Already it was so told. Yam labdhva na aparam labham manyate na tatodika. So there is nothing beyond this. This is the supreme attainment. So therefore, Bhagavan is saying, hey Arjuna, that is why. What am I asking you to do? So he's saying, tapasvibhyodhiko yogi ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्माद् योगी भवार्जुन. So Bhagavan is saying, hey Arjuna, tapasvibhyaha, compared to all those people who are practicing various types of austerities, tapasvibhyaha, compared to those people, adhikaha yogi. Yogi is a person who is a practitioner of meditation, is greater than that, higher than that. Oh, so I don't need to do any tapas. I straight away go to meditation. It is higher means you have to go through that path only. Otherwise, what is the highest education that I can do? You can do doctorate. Give me admission in that. Why straight? I will do doctorate. It is like, if I'm eating, let us say, chapati. So I feel full after eating 5 chapatis. Give me that fifth one first. Why should I unnecessarily go through 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't want the first. Give me that fifth one only first, so I will finish. Job done quickly. So adhikaha does not mean we get very fascinated. Oh, this is the highest. I want that only first. We also try to do that only. So tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. Jnanibhyo matodikaha. And also this meditation practitioner, this yogi, is considered to be higher than even jnani. Now here jnani does not mean the one who has the supreme knowledge and the experience of that. Here jnani means the one who has scholarly knowledge, intellectual understanding of something. That's all. Understanding is intellectual only. But the one who has just the word meanings, etc., the clear knowledge is there. A scholar, beyond a scholar, is a yogi. Why? Because a scholar has a lot of knowledge, clarity, may be able to teach that also to people. All that may be there, but practice nothing is happening. But yogi is the one who is characterized by not just knowledge but also practice. That is why he is considered to be even greater than that. Karmibhyascha adhikaha yogi. And the people who are involved in karma, what kind of karma? It is not talking about karma yoga. Although karma yoga also is a preparatory means only, but here karma means I perform this and I get this result, and then with that result I perform another karma and then I get another result. So this kind of people who are in the in the mm, in the realm of karma, performing different types of yajnas, different kinds of rituals, and such kind of people, greater than them is a yogi. Now, greater does not mean these previous steps are useless. All these previous steps are preparatory steps, but we don't get stuck there. So Bhagavan is saying, Tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. You also, Arjun, become a yogi. Does not mean you leave all that and you come. I am teaching you higher level sadhana. That all you leave, come. No, he's saying you have to reach here. And to reach here, Better do all those things and don't get stuck there, because it is very easily possible for us that in a preparatory means only we get stuck and consider I have reached. That is why nowadays what we discuss about, there's so much of ritualism. Why is there ritual? Because people are stuck in that ritualism and they feel that this is good. I don't need anything more. So no, there is a step ahead. Karma, I am doing good. That is why people say, "No, is it not sufficient for me to just be good and just do good actions and help others and live a nice good life? Is that not sufficient?" Bhagavan is saying that is not the end. It is good, but it is not the end. Because what is the end? Yogi. Why? Because that is what will give us the supreme attainment. So ultimately, we have to go to knowledge. With knowledge, we practice meditation and ultimately get abidance in that self. That alone is the end. That is the paragati. That is the ultimate highest game. So we should not get stuck anywhere. Tapasvibhya, jnanibhya, I have understood it. I can take classes also. Very good. But that is not going to give us the ultimate attainment. That is not final. Just because I can teach and people are praised, oh, your class is so good. I think now I have attained. What more do I have to attain? Bhagavan is saying, no, adhika. There is something greater. Means what? Practice. Do. Transform your life and get abidance in that self. This is the ultimate. Therefore, Tasmat Yogi Bhava Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, you also strive to become that yogi. Strive to practice meditation and attain that highest. Don't settle for something intermediate. That is what it means. So he is not comparatively saying this is lower and this is higher. So leave the lower, now come to the higher. Not that way. You have to have understanding, but after understanding, internalization, practice, all that is needed to be done. We have to do karma, but that karma should become karma yoga. With that purity of mind gained from karma yoga, I should get the knowledge from the teacher, get that clear understanding through reflection, and then practice meditation, which means don't leave it anywhere on the way. Just keep progressing, moving ahead only. And in the last verse, Bhagavan is saying, Yoginam api sarvesham madgatenantaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yo mam same yuktatamo mataha. Om Tat Sat. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyaya Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Atma Sanyama Yogo Nama Shashthodhyayah. Yoginam api sarvesham. And among all the practitioners of meditation, Bhagavan is saying, Madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan yah mam bhajate same yuktatamo mata. I consider that practitioner, that seeker to be the greatest, who is capable of attaining the supreme, who has invested his entire attention on me, is seeking me. Such a person, endowed with faith, is walking towards me. Such a one only will attain the Supreme. Bhagavan Till now, I really had a lot of respect for you. But now suddenly you have become, very possessive of people and very entitled. I didn't like that tone of yours. You want to reconsider and reface yourself. I am giving you last chance. Otherwise, you will lose me, such a great disciple. Bhagavan is saying me means what? Bhagavan is saying the Supreme can be recognized as me only, not as that or this. Means the one who has recognized me as his own self, such a person only is capable of attaining the Supreme. Otherwise, anything else different from me, if I recognize, that is not the Supreme. Now, this is exactly what our Upanishads say. Upanishads say it even in a more, harsh sounding words. They say that the God you worship is no God. The one within is the God. What is this blasphemous statements? The Upanishad. Very dangerous. So what it means is the God, the Godness in that God we worship is to be recognized only as the self within, as the witness of all my experiences, and that alone is the substratum of this entire universe. That is the Supreme. Otherwise, anything we keep on. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, wherever Bhagavan says I, if he has used the word I, aham, mam, all these are all forms of I. Wherever he has used I, we have to understand he is using it as not Krishna, not a particular incarnation, but as the self, as the supreme Brahman, that infinite blissful consciousness. That is what he is talking as. So when he says that one who recognizes me, one who comes towards me endowed with faith, one who pursues me through this practice, he is the greatest among all other practitioners also. Because usually, whenever we hear, and nowadays we know it, we have heard it more than any other time period. Here is a meditation. Okay, what do you meditate on? Because we want an object. What do you do? You do flame meditation. You do. You do light meditation. You do sound om meditation. Do you, in your place, do you levitate and all? Do you do that? Lightness comes. That is all other. It is all something that is experienced. When such things happen, we don't need to get excited. Suddenly, sometimes we feel very. I sat today, and there was like cool breeze was blowing, and I know the fan was off, aircon was off, nothing was there, but I felt this coolness, and then after some time, I suddenly heard, "Oh, I think I got it." We don't have to get excited by these kind of experiences. It may come, but when such things happen, our effort has to be to shift our attention from what is experienced to the one who is experiencing. Who knows who is hearing the sound? Who is the ultimate witness of that sound? Who knows that the ears are hearing? Who knows that the mind knows that the ears are hearing? Who is the one? Who knows that the nose is smelling? Who knows what the nose knows? I am just talking this. The point is, That Mam Bhajati means Mam iti bhajati, the one who pursues the self as I, as my own self. Such a person only, Yukta Tamo Mata, is considered to be the highest because he is the one who can gain the supreme. The supreme cannot be gained as anything separate from us. With this, Bhagavan is concluding the chapter. So therefore, the Sankalpa Vakya, the end statement is made. Om Tat Sat, Om Tat and Sat. These three are divine syllables which indicate the Lord, and they will be explained in the 17th chapter. They will be further explained. Iti, thus, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So in this Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of the Upanishads and which gives us, imparts the knowledge of that infinite Brahman, Brahma Vidyaya, and also gives us practical means to attain or progress on that path, Yoga Shastra, and which is presented in the most beautiful form of dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. This sixth chapter, Shashtodhyaya, gets concluded, which is called as the name is Atma Sanyama Yoga. So, being able to withdraw, control our senses and mind, and established in the self. And it is also called as dhyana yoga also in some places. So both these names are given to this chapter. So this chapter we concluded with the grace of Puja Gurudev and the blessings of Bhagavan, and now we will try and practice Tasmad Yogi Bhavarjun. So you have to do. So how do we do? So we chant the first verse again, symbolically saying that now we will go through this again and again and also try and practice this. So the sixth chapter, first verse, we will all chant together. ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम् कार्यं कर्म करोति यः स सन्न्यासी च योगी च न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ